the center of the field for the presentation of the colors and the playing of the national anthem. The colors tonight are presented by Cadets in the Conley Air Force Junior ROTC program, which is in its 30th year. The color guard is commanded by Cadet Adelino Piscina, carrying the U.S. flag. Carrying the Texas flag is Cadet J.Lee Calhoun. Cadet Madison Hyatt is the right guard, and Cadet Deanna Hunter is the left guard.
Try not to fuck up their video.
Chosen captains tonight to represent your teams. That means we will talk to you if we need your pants down, we need your helmet chin straps up, or those kind of things, or your mouthpieces in. Okay? You are the visitors tonight. We will let you call the toss. I have in my hand a flipping coin that has a helmet for heads and a zebra tail for tails. Has a helmet for a head and a zebra tail for tails. Okay? We will let you call the toss.
Tails.
Called tails. Richard, tails?
Call is tails.
Gentlemen agree he's called tails. Gentlemen, if it hits somebody, we will re-flip it, okay? I will let it hit the turf. It is heads. So you have won the toss. You want to defer. Let me tell the press box. Blue has won the toss and deferred. All right, we'll receive the football. Which way would you like to kick it? Okay, stand down there with Richard. White, stand there with me.
6 and 22 before you come back in here. I know you're not going to be
Brownwood will receive on the open end. Gentlemen, shake hands.
Thank you, bro. Let's go. I can't run up the field. I'm going to walk now. Let's go. It's go time, boys. It's go time. Let's go.
Hello and welcome back to Centex Sports Network. This is Jalen Gillis here with PJ Gaither, and we are getting ready to kick off this matchup between the Conley Cadets and the number 10 ranked Brownwood Lions. Conley coming off of a loss in their last game out against China Spring, taking on a very good opponent, the state champs from last year, and a team that's still undefeated over the last 2 years. And they get right back this week right here at Mac People Stadium for homecoming to take on another very good opponent, but they'll still be without their quarterback. Jelani McDonald will still be down for this game. See him on the sideline with his teammates, getting all of his teammates hyped up and getting them ready for this game. So with him out of the game still, PJ, coming into this one against this good Brownwood team, what are going to be some of the keys Conley needs to get this game?
The key is they're going to have to be very strong, really on the front, man. I would say the offensive line and the defensive line, they're going to have to be very strong. This Brownwood team got some big boys on both front lines. We seen that last week when they had a slugfest pretty much with Glen Rose, winning that 17-3. So I'm looking forward to just seeing how physical Conley can be at the front against these guys. These guys, they're a team that tries to wear you down. And then how we was talking about pregame, before the game started. This team, man, like we're finna see their offense come out and they're spread. They got like 4 receivers, shotgun the whole entire game, and they do a lot of movement. So it's going to have to be a very disciplined game for both sides of the ball for Conley, but mainly really for the defense, because they're going to see a lot of movement as we see the Brownwood offense come onto the field right now.
It's first time for the Brownwood offense out here. PJ, like you said, you can see already the size up front on their O-line. Just coming out here, but we know one of Conley's strong points is that front 7 led by guys like Caden Turner. So first down to 10, ball on the 37-yard line. This one's going to be a handoff. This one will go right up the middle, and he'll pick up a good gain on first down, first run of the game. And Brownwood early looking like they're going to try to run this ball. PJ, like you said, they spread teams out. You can see them already come out in the spread, and they like to try to get that run right up the middle. And that's kind of what this team likes to do. So seeing with some up-tempo right here, Conley's defense looks like they're still trying to get set. Looks like they weren't set that time. And a quick screen to the outside is going to get good yardage, and he's still on his feet, and he'll be brought down, looks like past the 35-yard line at about the 33. So early here, we've seen some tempo from Brownwood, and looks like they're coming out here on a mission first drive.
Yeah, that was another thing I was going to speak on, too. They're similar to how Glen Rose is. They don't run the same offense, but they're similar as to how they quickly line up and run their plays. So that's another thing that Conley's going to have to really watch out for. I'm sure that coach is going to probably be having a lot of guys come in and out,
Coach will try to definitely keep those rotations open. Here we are once again on first down, and another good run. So 3 successful plays so far for Brownwood in this one. Let's see if this Conley defense can stiffen up just a little bit as they get closer to backed up against their own end zone. Second down and 2, ball on the 27-yard line after that 8-yard gain. This one is going to be a fake handoff, QB keeper. QB's going to stop and move forward. Looks like he will pick up enough for the first down. Looks like he's going to be brought down just at the first down marker. We'll see if they move that forward. And they're going to say short, and it's going to bring up a crucial 3rd and 1 right here early in this first quarter. 3rd down and 1. Looks like we saw some movement early. Could be on the defense. Free play. Got the ball in the air, and he goes up, skies up, and gets this one off of what could be a free play. It looks like the Conley defense jumped first. So this touchdown, see if this one stands. And it will be a touchdown. Looks like the offsides will be against the Conley Cadets. So this touchdown will stand on a touchdown catch from the senior, Thad Hines. Skies up and grabs that one. 6'3" receiver. You can see all the size right there. Big time catch right there, and Brownwood gets on the board here early.
Yeah, Jalen, that's just a mismatch right there. The guy is just way too big.
Yeah, that time, and there goes some of that size that like we were talking about just a second ago, already showing up here early in this one as the big 6'3" receiver skies up for this one, goes and gets it and gets his team an early 7-0 lead. That's Thad Hines able to go and get that one to start off this game. So Brownwood comes out just a few plays down the field and able to score pretty quickly. Now we're going to get to see this Conley offense again, who we know had its struggles last week, but I believe that's just growing pains, something you have to go through when you're playing with your backup QB. And that one, so now as they come back out, PJ, last week we saw some success with the running game, with the kind of a wildcat offense, and we saw some things that Shepherd can do as well. What do you think we're going to see from this Conley offense as they're getting ready to come back out?
I'm hoping that we see the wildcat with Sibley, at quarterback. I will go back to the things that were working last week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No disrespect towards the backup quarterback, but I felt that the offense was reading better whenever we was running the wildcat. With Sibley. So that's how I personally feel that that's what they should do. I think Coach might start out with the backup quarterback in just to kind of get a little flow of the game.
Yeah.
This is a situation that I didn't want them to be in, watching that Brownwood offense just go down the field easily like that. You don't want to get into a high-scoring matchup whenever your starting quarterback isn't in the game, because you already know that your offense isn't running the same as when your starting quarterback is in, so that's going to put a lot of pressure just really on the entire offense. So we're going to see how they do right now.
And on this kickoff return, we see Kiefer Sibley come out there with the kickoff return. He'll be brought down to the 25-yard line, and there's one of our players that we've been talking about there, Kiefer Sibley. Last week, another 3-touchdown game. He's been putting up good stats all year long, starting to get some looks from some of these colleges and stuff now, and we know that's what definitely he's a player deserving of that, and I'm sure he's got some more looks coming from him, but he's got a task ahead of him tonight as he's going to have to try to lead this offense once again without Jelani McDonald out there. And you see Shepherd coming into the game, and he'll start off with Kobe Black, another guy they're going to have to lean on, and Sibley on his side next to him. So first down and 10, ball on the 25-yard line. This one is going to be a keeper right up the middle to Sibley, and we see him start off the game. We're going to see a lot of touches from this guy throughout the game. In this one, not sure how many times we'll see him on defense. He's a great defender as well at the linebacker spot. But on offense, they're going to need him and Kobe Black definitely to make some impact.
Yeah, but with their star quarterback being out, man, they're going to have to lean on those guys most definitely.
Second down and 7 after 3-yard run, ball on the 29-yard line. This one is going to be a handoff to Kobe Black. Kobe Black's got some space now, and Black makes another person miss, and Black will be brought down, looks like past the 45-yard line, so a good run right there from Kobe Black, and right on cue. That's exactly what we were talking about, getting some of these guys different touches, just different looks. See, Black came around there on the sweep that time. They're going to need to, like you said, lean on these guys throughout the game.
Yeah, those are your high recruits, Those are your players that are top recruits, not only in the state but also in the nation, you know what I mean? So it's only right to lean towards those guys, you know what I mean? Because most times they're one of the better players on the field.
And Sibley, they give the ball right back to him on first down, and this one is going to be a good gain for about 5 or 6 on that one as well. And I believe if they can stay disciplined, they had some miscues last week.
Yeah.
If they can stay disciplined in this one and keep their offense churning the way it is right now, then I think they can. This one is going to be, we're going to be in store for a good game. Second down and 5, ball on the 48-yard line. This one is going to be a handoff to Sibley right up the middle. Third down and 1 now. Crucial third down on this drive. This one's going to be a handoff right back to Sibley, and Sibley looks like he'll pick up enough for the first down right there. So once again, handing the ball off to Sibley. This time he's able to pick up another first down, and this Conley offense is moving.
And this is a good sign. This is a good sign. I know it's just the first drive, but just showing that you can move the ball and you're moving it the way they're moving. I mean, the first drive last week, they weren't moving the ball like this, and just showing that you're not making a lot of mistakes, so just you got to play a lot of clean football whenever your quarterback isn't in.
Yeah, when you're missing a guy like Jelani McDonald, who's responsible for about 200 yards every game, sometimes more than that, like you said, you're going to have to lean on other guys and step up. So far, they're doing that in this one. And like you said, they just look under control right now. Last week, they came out a little sporadic, looked like a little bit like they were out of control. I'm sure those are things Coach Garrett wanted to work on with this guy. 2nd and 7, ball on the 38-yard line. Quick pass outside from Shepard to Black. Black in open field makes another person miss, and now here comes Black out of bounds. And another big play made right there by the 4-star recruit, Kobe Black. Another first down for Conley on this drive.
I like that play. I hadn't seen them run that play too much this season yet.
Yep, I like especially getting these guys the opportunity to work in space when you've got guys so dangerous like Black or like a Sibley.
Because that play was what, maybe like a 6 or 7 yards?
Yeah,
that could
yeah.
turn into a 30-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Know?
First down to 10, ball on the 27-yard line. They are in Lion territory as they get this one right back to Kobe Black. Jumps over one person and he'll be brought down, but picks up another good gain right there on first down. Seeing a lot of early touches in this one to the junior Kobe Black, guy that we know he gets his touches and gets looks throughout the game, but on his first drive, a heavy dose so far of him, and I like to see that because we know how explosive he can be with the ball. Second down and 4, ball on the 21-yard line. Shepard in the backfield with Sibley. And this one is going to be a handoff to Sibley. And Sibley makes another person miss, makes two people miss. He's still going. Sibley gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Cadets. And they tie this one up from the smooth running right there by Kiefer Sibley. Great job right there by the Cadets on that drive. And a great way to cap off the drive towards the end there by Kiefer Sibley. You see the jump cut to start off. Another move on the inside makes two people miss back to back. Kiefer Sibley, like we said, smooth operator when he comes to running the football, and he proves it once again right there. It's like a bad snap on the extra point, so it will be 6-7 after missing that extra point attempt.
You know, Kiefer Sibley is just absolutely that dude.
Yeah.
I mean, watching
There's no other way to put it.
Man, that's incredible.
He makes it look so
He
easy.
Everything looks so easy.
And it's just so effortless. That's why I like to call him a smooth operator, just such a smooth runner.
Smooth cuts, everything.
Yeah, just gliding across the field, and I mean making somebody miss in the hole, come out the hole, make another person miss, make one more miss, and walk into the end zone.
It's crazy because that play wasn't even meant to go to the left.
Yeah.
That was actually a play that was going to run towards the A gap on the right, and he was able to literally cut back. And it's insane. He's a very talented player. He's well deserving of every offer that he has right now, and way more than
the ones he's going to have in the future.
Yeah.
Because I know that these scouts and these recruits are seeing this film just like we're seeing this film. And
he has a big play, multiple big plays every week.
Every week, averaging over 100 yards a game easily. I mean, you know, Kiefer Sibley, somebody that we wanted to see put the team on his back in this one, starting off here early with the early touchdown, getting his team almost tied up now 6-7, a 7-6 lead for Brownwood, and this one is going to go out of bounds after it looked like it bounced off the face of the return man, and that one goes out of bounds. So Conley's defense will get a better shot this time as Brownwood's going to have to go a little bit further on this drive.
I want to see this defense. I want to see this defense kind of step up a little more, be more physical, you know, through definitely tackling.
Yeah, and we know that they can do that. We've seen this Conley front seven be very physical. Looking to see that once again here. First down and 10, ball on the 13-yard line. This one is going to be a rollout, and the QB lets this one go down the field. He's got a man open. Will they call this one a catch? And I believe they do say he caught it on the sideline. Looks like discussing with the refs. And they'll say catch moving forward, so great throw right there to start off a play-action rollout. We've seen some good play calling so far from this Brownwood team. So after that long catch, first down and 10, ball on the 36-yard line. First down and 10. This one's going to be a handoff right up the middle, and there goes that physicality we were talking about in the front seven as Isaac Perez breaks right through and is able to get the stop in the backfield right there. So it's going to be second down after they were able to bring him back. If you guys are watching on Facebook, make sure that you guys go and subscribe, CentexSportsNetwork.com, or go to the YouTube channel, Centex Sports TV. Make sure you guys go on there and watch from there. The stream will be coming down after the first quarter from Facebook. Second down and 9. They hand this one off up the middle and able to pick up some decent yards to set up a third and manageable now. And here goes a crucial third down right here for the Cadets in his defense. Third down, drop back to pass, lets this one go after a quick stop. That one looks like it's going to be incomplete on the sideline, so they're going to bring up the punting unit. So good job right there by the Conley defense, able to get off the field that time, and going to give the offense a chance to get back on here and maybe take this lead.
And that's exactly what you wanted, definitely from the defense. Get a quick 3 and out, get your offense the ball back. They had a very good first drive, so you really want to build from their first drive on their second drive.
Fourth down and 6. Punter's going to get this one off, and this one's going to be a boot. And a good punt. It's going to get all the way back, looks like just in front of the 20-yard line. So length of the field to go for this Conley offense, and we know that they have the guys to be able to do it. Last drive, we got to see a lot of Kobe Black, got to see a lot of Kiefer Sibley. And we're going to see if those guys can keep that up coming back out here and a chance to take the lead. As you see right here, this is Sibley getting into the end zone last drive out. And like we said, smooth running right there from number 1. He's able to get into that end zone, and we'll see if he can come back out and duplicate that on this drive. .422 left to go here in this first quarter. Ball on the 23-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cadets. This one's going to be a quick pass to the outside, and they're going to pick up some yards. Another pass to Kobe Black right there, and they're just taking what the defense is giving them, and I think I love seeing that, especially whenever you're having the backup in. You're just making it easy for them. Just take what the defense is giving you. Don't have to really force anything.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to keep playing that far back, I mean,
why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not get the free yards? Those are free yards. They're 2nd and 3 after that 7-yard gain, ball on the 30-yard line. This one's going to be a handoff to Sibley, and Sibley staying on his feet, gets low, helmet pops off, and Kiefer Sibley still on his feet. He's going to walk all the way into the end zone with this one, no helmet. Don't see any flags on the field right now. Another strong run right there for Sibley, but looks like we do see a flag on the field now, and we'll wait to see how this one is called. But flag or no flag on that one, PJ, that is exactly what we're talking about whenever we talk about Kiefer Sibley. Strong running right there. He kept the legs moving, didn't give up on the easy play. He could have just got down. He was hitting the backfield. Able to keep his feet going and get all the way down the field, so this touchdown will be coming back.
I don't think it matters even if his helmet didn't come off. That was going to be a touchdown.
I understand the safety rules with the helmets coming off and stuff, but
you got to let him get that one. You got to let him get that one. That was a great run.
And it looks like this one is going to go against the defense, so that's going to move this Conley offense forward. It will be no touchdown there, but what a great run right there by Sibley. PJ, we talk about this guy all the time, and just seeing, like we said, the balance that he has. You see a couple guys hit him right there in the backfield. He was able to get low right with them and able to keep his feet moving and stayed up. It's 4 wide receiver set after that penalty. Conley's on the 50-yard line. They're going to get this another quick out to Kobe Black. Kobe Black makes some people miss, and he'll pick up some good yardage once again. And he's not hitting them for the big play over the top that we're used to seeing Kobe Black hit him for. But he's getting those in-between yards today, and he's making them count.
I mean, they're playing back, so I mean, I wouldn't go away from the screens either.
And what I see right now from this Conley offense, it looks like they're playing free. Yeah. Last week it looks like they were so worried about not making that mistake that they ended up making that mistake. Yeah. This week it looks like they're coming out playing a little free, a little more fun. And that could be because it's homecoming, as we see a handoff up the middle there. Looks like that one to Nobles this time. Or that one back to Sibley as he gets close to the first down marker, and they will say move the chains, so first down for the Cadets. But like I said, looks like they're just playing not constricted this time, like kind of like how they were last week.
Yeah, they're playing way more composed this week. It's really good to see. Honestly, there's no need for them to really go to the Wildcat if they continue to run their offense this smooth.
And a stiff arm right there from Black, and then Black lowers the shoulder, gets low with some guys. Black showing some physicality with some of these runs as well, too. The 4-star showing he could do it all here tonight early so far in this game. It's going to bring up a second down after that first down run from Black for about 4 yards.
You know, one of the good things too that I'm noticing, like, I know some people always try to correlate if there's an offense that scores quickly, that's an offense that's running very smooth, but they're necessarily not scoring quickly, but they're holding on to the ball for so long and they're still getting positive yards every play.
And Sibley, speaking of positive yards, stays on his feet in this one, and Sibley's going to walk into the end zone. Easy touchdown for him once again. And he's on the board for the second time so far in this one. Kiefer Sibley with another big run gets his team the lead. Great running once again from Sibley. You see him just staying patient once again on this one, and just finds the hole and stays patient, like we said, able to walk into the end zone.
Man, that's great balance. The guy actually thought that he was probably going to take him down.
And will they say this one is in? Looks like the 2-point conversion is in. So they get the 2 to be able to go up and take a 14-7 lead in this one. And going back to that run, PJ.
Yeah, like when you see him get onto the sideline, you're going to see a guy try to push him out of bounds, and that's great balance by Sidney. Watch right here.
Nope. That's what your defensive coach would hate to see right there.
The defensive coaches, I'm sure he's on him right now.
But you see a lot of guys, as they get to that sideline, already starting to shy away, start to pull up and kind of shy away from the contact. Maybe start going towards the – Sibley had no plans of slowing down or going out of bounds in that one, and is able to get the touchdown and get his team the touchdown lead early in this one. Sibley so far showing off a lot of leadership for his team. And like we call him every week, PJ, Mr. Consistent. Yeah. And that's what he shows each week. You know what you're going to get from this kid. You don't have to worry about how is he going to do. Is his head going to be on straight? You know what you're going to get from this guy every time.
Yeah, I absolutely enjoy just watching him, not even just play football, but just watching him on the sideline, watching him before the games, after the games. The guy comes into every game with just so much enthusiasm. I mean, you see him, he always smiling, he's always cracking jokes. The guy, he just has a lot of enthusiasm every game, and I really absolutely just love watching this guy play the game of football. He's a very talented player.
And Brownwood's going to receive this one at about the 5-yard line, and looks like they're going to be brought down just past the 20-yard line as they're hitting on special teams too, and able to come down and get them down at about the 20-yard line. So we're going to see this Conley defense once again. And let's see if they can come up with another stop. We've seen a lot of action so far in this one. Still the first quarter, minute 59 left to go in this first. See if they can come up with another stop, get another drive going. And this Brownwood offense coming back out onto the field. We know that first drive able to get down the field in about 5 plays and score. So we know this Brownwood team could put points up as well. 1st and 10, ball on the 23-yard line. This one's going to be a QB keeper right up the middle, and he's able to get a big gain on this one for about 16, 17 yards as Ike Hall is able to get a good run. The junior QB takes this one right up the middle. First down for Brownwood. Okay, they're going to come out, try to get lined up quickly. First down to 10, ball on the 37-yard line. Drop back pass. going to let this one go over the middle, and this one is going to be incomplete, no good that time. Looks like one of the Conley defenders had a chance to go and get that one. Not able to bring that one in. Good defense, though, by the Cadets. 2nd down and 10 now. Looks like that was Riley. Tried to get his hands on that last one when they wasn't able to bring it in. 2nd down and 10. This one's going to be another rollout. Long pass down the field, and this one's going to go out of bounds. So it looks like the Cadets were ready that time. They tried to go back to that rollout to the left with the QB that they were able to hit them with the last time out. This time looks like the Cadets were ready. Good defense, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. It's 3rd and 10 now. This is where Conley can let some of those pass rushers go that we know they have. Caden Turner in the middle, Isaac Perez in the middle as well, Malachi Knowles, some of those guys able to get after that quarterback. And an opportunity for the guys in the secondary to make a play. 3rd down and 10. It's going to be a drop back pass, and he's going to let this one go quickly, and it's a screen to the outside, and this one is able to get, looks like just enough for the 1st down. He'll be right at the marker. And he will pick up enough for the 1st down. So a good play right there on 3rd down. Looks like they were ready for the Conley defensive line to come through, and they did, and hit him with the screen. Quick lineup now. 1st and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. They're going to come out, stay in this 4 wide receiver set. Drop back pass, and this one's going to be, they're going to let this go over the middle. This one's going to be complete, and they'll have enough for the 1st down in about 5 yards. 15-yard gain right there on 1st down as they come out passing. And it's Brownwood offense showing they're not scared to pass the ball as they keep moving it down the field.
Yeah, we're starting to see this offense open up a little bit more.
Yeah, and you see that they're doing kind of taking a page out of Conley's book and just taking what the defense is giving them. Time they saw the middle of the field open, just get a little 10-yard stop. This one's going to be another QB keeper. And this one is going to be a good game right up the middle. And we see this Brownwood offense moving now. 1st down and 10, ball on the 30-yard line. They're going to drop back pass. Once again, they're going to let this one go on the side. And that one will go out of bounds, incomplete. That time wasn't able to hook up with his receivers, but looks like they're checking the temperature of these Conley DBs. They're getting the ball out, and they're showing that they're not afraid to kind of punch them over the top. Interested to see if they're maybe trying to set up, some of the time they're trying to set up some of the short game like they did a second ago. They've been hitting them over the top with these passes, and they were able to get that little 10-yard over the middle. And it looks like we're going to have, and it looks like that's going to go against the Cadets. Looks like Perez jumped early on that one, so it looks like that's why they tried to shot down the field that time. And so that's going to move them up 5 yards. 1st down to 5. Ball on the 25-yard line. They're going to drop back once again. He's going to let this one go, and that one's going to be incomplete once again.
Yeah, this Brownwood team right now, I mean, they're not shying away from the DBs.
They're going to put these passing attempts up early. Folks, we're still here in the 1st quarter. I think he's probably already thrown 15 passes at least in this one. So they're getting them out early and often here. 2nd down and 5, ball on the 25-yard line. Just 8 seconds left in this 1st quarter. Another drop back pass. They're going to let this one fly over the middle. That time incomplete. Trying to hook up with his receiver once again right there.
I think on this next play, since it's 3rd and 5, I think they're either going to just do a short pass or just go ahead and run it. It doesn't make no sense to have to try to take a chance and throw it down the field.
Yeah, they might be overworking the receivers a little bit now.
Yeah.
But they've thrown, it's been majority pass on this one. So 3rd down to 5, 4 seconds left in the quarter. And looks like we see encroachment once again. We'll see if they call this one on defense or will they say false start by the offense. So Conley was able to get through majority of that 1st quarter, looks like with not many penalties, but seeing some come out here towards the end, and not sure who this is going to be on. And it looks like they're going to say encroachment on this one. Offsides on the defense, and that'll give them another 5 yards, and that 5 yards should be all they needed for the first down. So big penalty right there for Conley. You definitely don't want to see any penalties, but not in a scenario like that where the penalty gives you 5 yards, and all they needed was 5 yards to be able to pick up that first down. So it looks like they're going to see a timeout called by the Cadets with 4 seconds left to go in this first quarter. And I'm sure he's trying to get his defense together because, like you said, PJ, you don't want to give up plays like that. A 5-yard penalty play when they only have 5 yards to go on the third down. You know, that could have been a crucial third down on the way that this drive could end. Now that gives them an easy 1st and 10, and they'll start off on the 20-yard line with the offense that we know is not scared of taking any chances.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to finish the quarter giving them, you know, a chance to probably score on this last play of the quarter. You know, it was 3rd down and 5. You could have got them off the field before, or you could have, going into the second quarter, they could have been trying to attempt a field goal attempt, you know. So you're giving them new life by making a mistake, and now they can possibly score. But, I mean, the ball is on the 20. You know that they've been, you know, taking chances towards the DBs.
Yeah, you've seen this offense. They're not scared to come out here, and you see them come out lined up now. 1st and 10, 4 seconds left, so one more play left in this quarter. This one is going to be a run, and that run will be hit right away. Looks like just past the line of scrimmage on that one, and that will end the first quarter, folks. And what we've seen, an action-packed first quarter so far, 14-7. So far in this one, we've seen scores from both sides. 14-7. We'll be right back for the start of the second quarter. You're watching Centex Sports Network.
All the pretty girls stand up. All the pretty boys stand up.
Pretty boys in the building.
This right here is my swag. All the girls are on me. Damn, everybody pay attention. This right here is my pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag.
Back to the action here, start of the second quarter, 2nd and 9, as Brownwood is already in Cadet territory inside the red zone. Second and 9, ball on the 19-yard line, start of the second quarter. Going to come out in the empty, and they're going to hand this one off. This run is going to be good, and he's still on his feet moving, and we'll see. He'll be knocked down short, just shy of the touchdown to go. That was a good, strong run right there by Colin Anderson, senior running back, who's been getting majority of the workload on the ground today. Picks up another good game right there for the Lions. And they're going to hand this one right back off, and this time looks like a touchdown as the Lions are able to come back out and answer right away and have a chance to now tie this one up. Touchdown, Brownwood. You see right there in the last one, just able to punch that one in. So Brownwood comes right back out and ties this one up. And folks, looks like we got ourselves a good game here early so far in this one. This kick is up and good through the uprights.
So far, we're looking like we're going to have another nail biter tonight.
And we know this Cadet team can put those on. We've seen a few of them so far this year, just this season already, PJ. We saw the La Vega game. So we see here, folks, we got what are some of our key players have been looking like so far in this one. We know leader of the team right there, Jelani McDonald, has not played in 2 weeks, didn't play last week, still hurt this week in this one. And then that guy right there, number 1, Kiefer Sibley, who's been putting on such a great show throughout the year right there. We've seen him do it so far. Again, he's going to get another chance to get back out there on the field and get his team and give his team a chance to try to take this lead once again. As now it's tied up 14-14 as Brownwood was able to drive down the field in the last one. Like we were talking about, PJ, we've seen some of those barn burners throughout the year with this Conley team. We saw the La Vega game come all the way down to the last drive in that one. We saw Sibley able to punch in a touchdown game, win a touchdown just a couple weeks ago when we traveled down to Cameron in that game. So looks like we've got ourselves a good one in this one. What I've been impressed with so far is the play calling for both sides. Kind of been a chess match between these two teams. You saw Conley kind of get in their bag and get some tempo going with their offense on their last drive out. And then you see Brownwood come right back out and answer with tempo on their drive and getting a consistent offense going. So play calling has been on fire so far for both of these two teams.
Yeah, both offenses right now, man, they're pretty much just taking whatever the defense is giving them.
Yeah.
You know, so they're just taking advantage, like we've seen with the Conley Cadets. They seen how far back the DBs were, so they just pretty much took advantage of that and just gave the ball to some of their special players and had them in space, you know. So both offenses right now are clicking. So I'm going to look forward to seeing what defense is going to step up.
For those that were still watching on Facebook, the stream is coming down, and all of the footage will be on CentexSportsNetwork.com, or you can go to YouTube as well and check that out. So make sure you come down from Facebook and go to CentexSportsNetwork.com or to the YouTube, that's Centex TV, Centex Sports TV. So it looks like on first down, another strong run from Sibley as they try to push him back. No gain that time. So it looks like this defense for Brownwood is not going to settle for Sibley being able to run all over them for this entire game. Second down and 10 after that no gain. Ball on the 30-yard line. This one's going to be this one will be a keeper from Shepard this time, as Shepard is going to pick up some block and takes a big hit right there. And that's going to bring up third down after the gain of about 4 that time by Shepard, able to make it a little bit more manageable for the offense.
Not going to lie, Jalen, that's a hit that I don't want my backup quarterback to be taking.
Because you're one hit away from one of your other guys playing quarterback.
Strictly Wildcat.
Yeah, just Wildcat. You're just one hit away from that, so it's dangerous. So not sure about those rollouts for the QB there. Third down and 6. This one's going to be swing pass to the running back, and Sibley is going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a fourth down. Looks like they were ready for him that time. Saw the Brownwood defenders kind of keying in, finding where his number 1 at. That time they went and put some hats on the ball, and it's going to result in a fourth down. It's fourth down, 4th and 10 now, ball on the 34-yard line after that last play went backwards. This good punt, is going to get them backed up all the way to the 30-yard line. So we were just talking about on that last time out, the QB taking the hit. So Kobe Black will actually be the backup quarterback for tonight. If anything were to happen, we definitely don't want anything to happen. They're already thin in the QB room. So now this defense comes back out. Last time they were on the field, Brownwood was able to get down the field. Not easily, but they were able to get down the field methodically. And we'll see if they can come out with a stop on this drive. First down and 10, ball on the 30-yard line. They're going to stay in this 4 wide receiver set. And this one's going to be a quick pass to the outside and going to get some decent yardage on that one, about a 6-yard gain. And once again, PJ, like we were talking about, just taking what the defense is giving them. Not really trying to they've tried to stretch the field a few times in this one, but on the plays that they've had that have been successful, this Brownwood team, it's just really been taking what the defense is giving them so far. So 2nd down and 3 after that 7-yard gain, ball on the 37-yard line. This one is going to be a little touch pass to the receiver and tries to make a move right there, but good tackling by Jack Johnston inside there, one of the seniors that for this Conley team, another guy that is a leader for this defense out there. Johnston, we've seen him for a few years. He's got a few years of varsity ball under his belt, so one of those guys, another one of those guys they like to lean on the defensive end, along with Turner and Knowles and Perez and some of these other guys. 1st and 10, ball on the 40-yard line now. And looks like we saw some movement before the play. Another free play down the field, and that one's just going to go out of bounds. And more movement up front for the Cadets, and I believe that's going to be another encroachment call.
Yeah, you have to be more disciplined. Got to watch the ball.
Yeah, looks like they're trying to time the snap count. Maybe they're listening to the QB, maybe to what he's saying, and thinking they can maybe get an advantage there. But it's going to be 1st down and 10 now.
Until you get it, just don't even try it, because it's just.
And you see Coach Garrett coming out on the sideline there, and I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying. Probably just a little bit different way of saying it, but he's probably saying, those are the penalties you can't get, especially not consistently like they have so far in this first half. 1st and 5 now after that penalty, ball on the 45-yard line. Four wide receivers set. They're going to hand this up the middle, and there's big Caden Turner there to get the stop after they pick up about a yard or two. It's 3-yard gain on the play, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and very short now, 3rd and 2. Ball will be on the 48-yard line. Or 2nd and 2, excuse me. Ball will be on the 48-yard line. And this time the QB is going to keep this one, try to get to the outside. And he's able to pick up a couple yards on that one, and see if he has enough for the first. And they will. 1st down for the Lions. It's another 1st down. They're just starting to pick up some momentum. First down and 10 now. Ball on the 47-yard line as they're in Cadet territory now. Another keeper for the QB as he tries to go right back to that left side. And he'll be brought down out of bounds after he picks up a few. So they're just putting these small gains together here and there, putting these gains together here and there. We know they're going to try a shot over the top here eventually. But they're just really, like we said, taking what the defense is giving them so far in this one. And this Brownwood offense moving the ball down the field.
Yeah, I mean, like a play just like that, I mean, they just got 6 yards off of, a quarterback run, so.
You see right there, hit in the backfield. Big play made right there by this Conley defense. And it looks like that was Weaver that time, able to get out there and make that tackle. Weaver, another one of these seniors on the team, a guy that's one of the top tacklers for this Cadet team. Joseph Weaver was able to get in the backfield and get that tackle. It's going to make this 3rd and 5 now. It's 3rd down, and you see PJ right there on the other clap. Could have got another guy there for the jump. They got to stop trying to guess that snap count, and like you said, just watch the ball. 3rd down, drop back pass, take a shot over the middle, quick slant, and that one was wide open over the middle. And was able to get the catch that time, and that was their big receiver once again able to go out and get that catch. That's Thad Hines. Was able to get that one, and we see Kobe Black getting up slow that time. And Black able to walk off to the sideline, so it's a good sign for him. Hopefully we'll be able to see him back out here in this game. This Conley team already running thin on their playmakers right now. First down and 10 after that play. Ball's on the 28-yard line. And this one is going to be a handoff to the running back. The running back will be brought down that time. It's like we saw Aylin Richardson get in on the action that time for the tackle. Second down and 7 after that last run. Ball on the 26-yard line. And this one's going to be a rollout from the QB. Lets this one go down the field. And this one is going to be caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown once again for the Brownwood Lions. And that time, quarterback Ike Hall, he had to put that one in the window. Two Conley defenders. That one, I actually thought they had a chance of getting a pick on that one, PJ, but he was able to fit that one in. A good throw right there by Ike Hall. C gets that over the head of 17, just drops that one in a dime. Thad Hines gets his second touchdown of the game in this one and gives this Brownwood team another lead.
Yeah, one of the main problems on that play, the DB let him get behind him.
And that's what you don't do.
That's what you don't do. Yeah, so the quarterback was able to fit that in a very tight gap.
Looks like he was able to hit that gap right there between that corner and safety window right there. And Ike Hall just dropped a dime right there and placed that one perfect. Right in between right there. It looks like the Cadets, like we said, had a chance, Jesse Shepard, to make a play on the ball right there. But great throw right there from Hall. Not much you could say right there to your defense when they make a good throw like that. So this Brownwood team drives right back down the field, able to give the Lions another lead as we get closer to halftime in this one.
You know, Brownwood, their quarterback, showing that he not only has an arm, but he's very accurate.
And showing that he's a bigger guy in stature. He's taking some of those hits on the sideline. 6'1" quarterback, 185. He's taking some of those hits on the sideline as well. So I like this guy so far in this one. I call as he dropped a dime in the back of the end zone. Also, you see right there, Black gets out for a play. And his guy that he's guarding, Hines, their big-time receiver, able to get a touchdown like that. So hope to see Black get a chance to get back in the game in this one. .5:11 left to go in this first half. This one's going to be kicked off, and Conley getting ready to receive once again. This one's going to be received deep. And looks like he was trying to take his time, make a couple people miss. Took a little bit too much time on that one, and is going to make Conley have to go the length of the field this time.
Yeah, he was extremely too indecisive right there. I mean, you got to get the ball and take off. You don't really have too much time to be trying to dance around. You want to at least get the ball to the 20.
Yeah, because that's where it would be if it got kicked out of bounds. You always want to go back, or the 25. You always want to get to at least there, because if the ball went to the touchback, that's where you would end up. So you want to try to get it at least there. And like you said, kickoff, it's kind of straight line. You don't really see a lot of not really time to kind of do too much moving. You got 11 guys running full speed at you. First down and 10, ball on the 13-yard line. Now we're going to see some Wildcat offense as we see Sibley get a QB keeper in this one. Is Sibley keeping those legs moving. Sibley still going in this one as he gets a good gain on that one. Plenty enough for the first down.
And that's a guy that I would just keep continuously going back to. I mean,
I don't think they want to tackle him, PJ.
Yeah, I don't think they want to hit him either. I mean, he's carrying guys. He's breaking through arm tackles easily. I would just continuously just go back to him.
Yeah, he's showing arm tackles aren't going to do anything for him. You're going to have to put your body on this guy. First down, ball on the 29-yard line after their 16-yard run by Sibley. Sibley gets another direct snap. And this time, Sibley will be brought down after about a 4-yard gain.
You just see it takes a gang of guys to take him down, you know.
You're not getting Sibley down. One, you're not getting him down on the first hit, and you're not going to get him down by just trying to wrap up and get a nice little arm tackle in there. You definitely got to put your body on this guy. Sibley showing some strong running. And I see here they put Perez in, number 16, in the backfield with him kind of as a lead blocker, fullback. So he's following behind some of those big guys, able to pick up some yardage right there. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard gain.
Yeah, you want to get some guys back there that's going to clean some stuff up, you know.
And they hand this one to Nobles, and Nobles follows some of those big guys. Once again, Nobles gets a good run, able to pick up enough for the first down. So Conley coming out this time trying to play some power offense.
Yeah.
Looks like on this drive.
We got a little old saying we call it the jumbo bunch.
Yeah, that's definitely coming out in the jumbo look this time. They know defense knows what you're doing. Offense knows what it's doing, and you just meet in the middle and see what happens. First down and 10 after that last run ball on the 42-yard line. First and 10. This one's going to be another keeper for Sibley. Sibley staying patient back there, keeping his feet moving. Once again, Sibley still up, and now he'll finally be brought down. Another strong run right there by Sibley, picking up about 7 yards.
And I know there was a short yardage right there, but that cut that he just did it's just textbook running back. It's just textbook how you're supposed to run the ball. He's not hitting the gap too fast. He's so patient.
It's just exactly what you want to see from your running back, and that's why excited to see some of these offers that are going to be coming in for this guy. As Sibley able to get one that was on the ground, picked it up, and is still pushing the pile. And he's going to get close to the first down. Looks like he broke out of the pile that time, but they called the play dead. And looks like he'll be close to have enough for the first down.
They're having a hard time hitting him.
And I think they're going to keep having a hard time hitting him throughout the rest of this night. Sibley, one of those guys, looks like they just get stronger with each run. And so that one was enough to pick up the first down there. Another good strong run there by Sibley as we see Shepard check back in the game. So I like this. I like to switch up how they can kind of go with the Wildcat. They can come back in, hit some quick plays, see if Shepard can keep this drive moving, get his guys going down the field. And this one will be a handoff. And that one to Nobles. And looks like Nobles able to get no gain on this one and will be brought down.
You have to make your decision. If you're going to cut up the field, you got to make your decision very quick because those holes, they close quick.
Very quickly, as he was able to see right there.
Yeah, so you can't be indecisive. You have to make your decision.
And Noble's a good back, a guy we've seen go over 100 yards already this year in a game. We know how talented he is. If he can get more decisive on those runs, can make some big-time plays. 2nd and 12, ball on the 50-yard line. Going to give this one right back to Sibley. Sibley tries to bounce outside. Major stiff arm, and still going, moves his feet. He'll be brought out down towards the sideline. And somebody just caught serious stiff arm there towards the sideline of Sibley. Another strong run. See right here, another good cut. Bounces to the outside, makes a guy miss. Too little. Get that guy off of me. Keeps going. And able to get close to the first down marker. Kiefer Sibley kind of showing that he can do it all from the running back position so far in this one.
He's putting on a show so far tonight.
3rd down and 3. Minute 33 left to go in this half. So Conley's been doing a good job moving the ball down the field, but with this running, we know the clock is moving as well. 3rd down and 3, ball on the 41-yard line. You're going to hand this one right back to Sibley. Sibley looks like leaps forward and able to pick up enough for the first down. Looks like we saw a flag come out there towards the sideline. We'll see if that one will be called. It's like the refs discussing the sideline with Coach Garrett. And looks like they're going to hit them with an illegal formation. And it's going to go against the Cadets. So that's a big play right there. PJ is going to back them up after what would have been a first down. Now that's going to back them up 5 yards and make that a 3rd and 8. Play calling becomes a little bit different now. 3rd and 8, only a minute 25 left to go And now we're going to see a timeout called by Coach Garrick with 1:25 left to go in this first half. Conley Cadets moving the ball down the field with 1:25 left in 3rd and 8. Ball on the 46-yard line. PJ, what would you want to see from the offense right here? We know going out there with the backup QB had success on this drive in the Wildcat, but now with a 3rd and 8 situation and that clock moving, what do you think they kind of got to draw up here?
I mean, it's difficult, because, we really don't know what the defense is going to do. But if the defense comes out and they're playing their guys far back, I would possibly go back to the screen. You don't really want to take a chance right now before halftime and throw something down the field and it become, you might get a pick or something. I know it's totally different from 3rd and 3. That's like no question we're going to run the ball. 3rd and 8 now.
A little bit of a question. I wouldn't be mad with 2 runs.
Yeah.
With 3rd and 4th.
This is most definitely a two-down situation.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad with 2 runs because the Brownwood offense hasn't moved the ball down the field fast.
Yeah.
So with 1:25 left, I don't think you're scared to get a turnover on downs if it came to that. It's 3rd and 8, ball on the 46-yard line. I'm going to see a drop back from Shepard. Shepard gets this one out quick to the sideline, and they're going to be brought down after a decent gain right there on 3rd down by Riley. He gets his first catch of the game, and it's going to bring up now a 4th and a little bit shorter than that. So it's like they were able to set up the 4th down, but they are also fighting against this clock as well, as we're just 1 minute left in the first half now. And now on 4th down, we're going to see a timeout call from the Brownwood sideline. Looks like they didn't want to get caught off guard right there. So 4th down and 5. Ball on the 43-yard line. 56 seconds left to go in this one. So like we were kind of saying before that last play, wouldn't be mad with 2 runs. They pick up 3 yards on that last one. Makes it 4th and 5. Now from here is where you decide, is 5 yards too long to run with kind of that Wildcat offense? We know Sibley's been making some big plays in this one, but on 4th and 5 now, just 56 seconds left, might have to take a shot in the air.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but the way you've been running the ball,
yeah,
Sibley, I mean,
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I wouldn't be mad if you feel like that he could possibly get 5 yards.
I wouldn't be mad at that. If he can't get the 5, defense go out there and get a stop, and let's get into the locker room. We'll see what Coach Garrick draws up right here for 4th down and 5, ball on the 43-yard line. So they're too far for a field goal.
You got to think about it, too. I mean, even if you don't get this 4th down, this conversion, you're going to get the ball back coming out the second half. So it's not really that big of a deal,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But you really want to get this first down to see if you still have time to go ahead and go down the field and score.
4th down and 5, ball on the 56-yard line. This one is going to be a handoff, and they give this one up, and it's going to come up short, about 2 yards short of the first down line to gain that time, as they try to get the quick end around right there to Nobles, and Nobles not able to get that one across the line, the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs for this Cadet offense. But like we said, 49 seconds left to go in this one. Don't give up anything deep. Don't let any receivers get behind you. Stay disciplined, wrap up tackle, and, try to get to the locker room.
Now, I will say I didn't like that play call right there. I mean, I'm giving the ball to the guy who's been breaking the most tackles. I love Nobles, the way he plays. He plays great football, but he's not the power runner.
Yeah.
You want to get the ball to your power runner, get him out to the outside, and he could possibly cut. Sibley, he can either cut around you or he's just going to break through your tackle.
Yeah.
I will give the ball to him in that situation.
So they give that one to Nobles, and that brings up the first down and 10 for Brownwoods. They'll get the ball on the 40. And we know a lot of the times those are situations that you see right there, number 4. You see McDonald get the ball in a lot of those situations, those 4th and 5s, 3rd and 5s. A lot of those situations we've seen throughout the year. And McDonald's such a big body, usually able to go and pick those up. So we know they're missing that element of their offense. So here the defense is going to come back on the field after Coach Garrick used his last timeout. See if they can get a stop and get into the locker room. First down, they're going to get this one out quickly, and he's able to get enough to pick up for a first down run. Good, strong run right there. They give that one back to Hines.
That's what you don't want them to do is get the ball and go out of bounds
Yeah,
and stop the clock.
Now it starts to get dangerous. They got 2 timeouts. We got a kicker that's got a bazooka leg. We've seen it in the pre-games. He was out here kicking 40 and 50 yards kicks and then kicking like 60-yard punts. So don't want to give him a chance to get back out here and score. First down and 10. Let this one go quick. And looks like that one is going to be incomplete over the head of the receiver.
I think now in this Brownwood team with 38 seconds left in the second quarter, they're just going to probably try to get into kicking range.
Yeah.
You got a kicker that can kick 60 yards. I mean, you have a lot of confidence.
Yeah, not
really.
sure what he's going to do in the game, but we saw him out here in pregame putting some bombs up, so
yeah,
don't want to get him too close. 38 seconds left to go in this first half. Drop back from Hall. Hall's going to step up in this one. Hall's going to run and pick up some yardage, and he'll get out of bounds and stop that clock.
As the defensive player, you should be sprinting towards him at full speed, trying to hit him before he reaches the sideline.
Because that gives them so many more options when they get out of bounds and able to get that clock stopped so they stay in bounds.
Yeah.
It's a whole different ball game.
I've seen a lot of guys kind of pulling up or, because you see he's seen a lot of guys that was right there, so he's going to go out of bounds. But you have to sprint towards him and get him down.
3rd down and 4 now. Big 3rd down. This ball's on the 40-yard line. This one going to be a handoff up the middle. And they'll get him right at the line to gain. We'll see if they'll say that's enough for a first or not. Clock stops temporarily for moving of the chains. First down and 10, ball on the 36, and now we'll see a timeout called by Brownwood as they use one of those 2 timeouts. Was waiting to see when they were going to use one of those. They had 2 timeouts. Let the clock get all the way down to 12 seconds. So they have just a couple plays left to go in this first half. So Brownwood making this a little bit dangerous now as they're getting closer down into Conley territory. Ball on the 36-yard line now. 12 seconds left. Like we said, they got a kicker that can make some kicks. From what we've seen in pregame, we'll have to see what he looks like in the game. We know that's always different. But a kicker that I'm sure they have confidence in on the 36-yard line. They're probably going to take a couple shots towards the end zone. But with that 1 timeout left, I'm sure they'll just might get a run or maybe try to get another one of those quick passes over the middle that we've seen so far in this one.
Yeah, I'm sure they're probably, if they can, they probably got 2 more plays in them. With 12 seconds left, though, it's difficult, but I see them probably running the ball right here just to try to get the ball down a little bit more.
Yeah, see what yards you can pick up with the timeout still in your back pocket.
Yeah.
So first down and 10, ball on the 36-yard line, 12 seconds left. They're going to come out and stay in this 4 wide receiver, kind of a pistol formation, what we've seen from them a lot tonight. Now they're going to move it up to a shotgun. And this one's going to be a runner from the QB as he tries to get to the outside, and he'll pick up some good yardage right there. They're going to get a timeout call with looks like 4 seconds left. And they pick up enough for the first, so the clock stops, I believe, or I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I think they're going to have to call a timeout. They're going to have to communicate with the clock. It should be halftime already. No one called a timeout.
Yeah.
And they just let the clock kind of stay there for about a good 10 seconds. Only 4 seconds left on the clock. I think they anticipated the timeout call from Brownwood, but they never called it.
They never called it. I don't think that they should be allowed a play right here. It should be halftime now.
I think that's what they're discussing. They didn't call a timeout, and it clearly was over 4 seconds right there. No one called a timeout, and they did not pick up the first down, made it 2nd and 2. So that most definitely should be halftime. I thought they got the first down, and that first down stopped the clock for a second, but then it's supposed to pick right back up after that. But they didn't even get the first down, so they should already be in the locker room right now.
Yeah.
Let me see what these refs decide. I'm sure that's what Coach Garrick is on the field telling them right now. This should be over with. No one called a timeout. Not sure if who wasn't looking. I'm sure the Brownwood coach is probably saying, We did call time. Well, what else are you going to say in this scenario? He's probably telling them, no, we did call a timeout. But, yeah.
If there's any time that it's right to lie, I mean, go ahead right now if you're a Brownwood coach.
And I'm not sure if they're
Okay,
calling a
it's half,
timeout or if
is
they're
it
going to
or-
half.
I'm not sure.
And looks like they'll say timeout. Looks like they'll say Brownwood gets their final timeout and that they did call a timeout there. Not too sure about that one.
Yeah.
Didn't hear any refs blow any whistles. And they came out and got lined up and everything. And but I guess they'll get that final timeout off 4 seconds left in this one. So I do not see the kicker coming back on the field. So they'll probably take a shot here, see if they can get anything. You don't give anything up in the end zone, obviously, on right here. No timeouts left. Want to play your guys back.
Cover 4?
Yeah, I'm playing. At this point, it's prevent. I mean,
Yeah,
you
prevent,
just drop everybody back. Don't let them get in the end zone. It's pretty much that simple. But when you see guys like McDonald not out there, a bigger guy. You see a guy like Black not out there, a bigger guy. Also, you see a guy like Jamari Wiggins who's not playing tonight. Not sure if he picked up an injury or what.
Well, it looks like they're kicking.
So they do bring the kicker team out. So looks like this one is going to be a kick. 4 seconds left. Can they get this one through? And he looks like bombs this one through the uprights like we expected him to do right there, PJ. And that is how this action-packed first half will end with Brownwood going down the field and making this one a 10-point game. So, folks, we've got ourselves a great game so far in this one. 24-14 lead for Brownwood as Conley goes into the locker room here at halftime. Folks, you'll get to see some of the halftime festivities here during this halftime. This Conley team going to go into this locker room down by 10, PJ, but they know they've got a chance to come back out in this one. They still got a chance in this game. It's not like the game has gotten away from them. Brownwood just made a couple more plays than them in this one, so nothing to hold your head down about in this one. So as we go into halftime, folks, 24-14 lead for Brownwood in this one. We will be right back after this short break, and you'll see the halftime show.
He's trying to see if we
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you.
All the pretty girls stand up. All the pretty boys stand up.
This right here is my swag. All the girls are on me. Damn, everybody pay attention. This right here is my pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, CEO of Lighthouse Streaming, and you're watching Centex Sports Network.
At Waco High, they
Ladies and gentlemen, Brownwood High School proudly presents the Lioness Girl Team and the pride of Brownwood High School Mighty Lions. It's dangerous right here. The Lioness Girl Team is under the direction of Jessica Morgan. Lioness officers are Jason Evans, captain. Andy Williams, co-captain. Marisol Rodriguez, lieutenant. Laura Franks, lieutenant. Riley Lynn, social officer. Lioness of the week are Carmelo Ramos and Alexa Garcia. Tonight, the Lioness perform in Bravo Team 2. Get ready. color from. These are Paul Adams and Andrew Lorman. introduce the president, Sandy Stevens, band captain, Chris Robinson, the Mighty Lion Band directors are David Lambert, Leslie Lambert, Ethan Yates, Nathan Lacey, and Juan Hernandez.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for our 2022 Homecoming Court presentation and crowning of our 2022 Homecoming Queen. Crowning tonight will be done by our 2021 Homecoming Queen, Vera Garcia. We would like to begin tonight's presentation with our 2022 Freshman Princess. This year's Freshman Princess is Rachel Scott. Victoria is being echoed tonight by her mother, Tamika Hill, sister, Saeja Stewart, sister, Renata Stewart, and aunt, Ashley Hill. But while Victoria is only a freshman, she's involved in track and up and down. Her friends describe her as smart, outgoing, pretty, loud, and funny. One day she will become a pediatrician. Her most inspirational teacher is Senora Ayala, because she inspires her to learn and speak Spanish. Something that a lot of people don't know about her is that in her free time she likes to read and is the youngest of 5 siblings. Miss Victoria Scott. Our second princess is Miss Patience Daniel. Her father is Daniel, and sisters Peter Wade and Sandra Hill. She'd like to also recognize Kristen Daniel and Jeremy O'Hara as her bonus parents, who she loves and appreciates very much. While in high school, Patience has been involved in volleyball, cross country, cheer, track, softball, and addle. Her friends would describe her as outgoing, caring, loving, and cheerful. After high school, she would like to attend Texas A&M to become a chiropractor. Her most inspirational teacher is Coach Bachman for always pushing her to do her best. Miss Patience Daniel. Our junior princess is Savannah Parker. Savannah is being escorted tonight by her mother, Sarah Griffith, and sits back to the school. While in high school, Savannah has been involved in marching band, cross country, COSA, the CNA program, student council, and soccer. Savannah's friends describe her as bold, outgoing, hardworking, and funny. After high school, Savannah wants to become a nurse and have a family. Her most inspirational teacher is Dr. Owens and Coach Bachman. Miss Savannah Parker. Now for this year's Homecoming Queen nominees. Our first nominee is Lily Allard. Lily is being escorted tonight by her friend Lily Doris. While in high school, Our next homecoming nominee is Destiny Gonzalez. Destiny is an excellent teammate of her mother, Tracy Gonzalez, father, Guillermo Gonzalez, cousin, Taylor Donne, and brother, Billy Gonzalez. While in high school, Destiny was involved in dance, where she served as captain, band, avid, soccer, cross country, and student council. Her friends describe her as friendly, funny, joyful, trustworthy, and loving. Her future aspirations include becoming a chiropractor or a forensic psychiatrist. Her most inspirational teacher is Miss Monson, who she considers to be the best dance director ever. Something nobody knows about Destiny is that she has a collection of 3D puzzles and blocks. Our next homecoming nominee is Miss Taylor Richardson. Something that not many people know about Taylor is that she can sing. Miss Taylor Richardson. And last but not least, our final nominee is Miss Connally Walker. Connally is an excellent teammate of her mother, Susan Mitchell, stepdad Victor Johnson, and grandmother both the band. While in high school, Connally is involved in AVID, the step team where she serves as captain, and is in the 13th softball team. Tammy's friends describe her as funny, chill, and nice. After high school, she plans to go to college to become a dermatologist. Her most inspirational teacher was Miss Garza. Something that not many people know about Tammany is that she is the oldest of 5 siblings. Miss Tammany Walker. At this time, our 2020 homecoming queen, Adria Garcia, will make her way to the victory-yard line to crown this year's 2022 homecoming queen. And this year's 2022 homecoming queen is Miss Destiny Gonzalez.
ready. You got to stay ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, after coach's opportunity to recognize classes within the classes of 1987 and 1992 to have all completed to this class for this month on the whole class. Class leaders from 1987 and 1992. Welcome home. Ladies and gentlemen, the winning number for the 50-50 raffle tonight is 542. Again, the winning number for the 50-50 raffle is 542. Last three digits on your ticket.
Hello and welcome back to Centex Sports Network. Jalen Gillis here with PJ Gaither, and we are joined here by a special guest here with Coach Black. Coach Black, what's going on, man? You still out here watching the game, I see?
Yeah, watching these boys out here play.
Yeah. So, Coach, got to see this first half so far. What are some of the things you saw in that first half from this Conley Cadet team?
Well, I really like the offense that they're doing. They really moving the ball. They're using Kobe more. They're using the running back more, and I think using all of them give the other opponents, more to focus on than just one player.
Yeah, they've been able to get their offense a little bit more versatile, obviously, in this first half. We'll get to see what the offense is. They're getting ready to come back out onto the field here. Coach, you've got one son here on the team, one of the top prospects here in the Central in Texas in general, and you've got a kid up there at Oklahoma State as well too. So, what are some of those things going on in the Black household? It's putting out some of these D1 prospects and some of these D1 athletes.
Well, it's a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
That's thing, but it's fun. It really is fun going through Kobe's recruiting. We learned a lot doing Corey's recruiting, so it's fun. It's fun. I like to take him and let him enjoy himself and see things that what's next for him, I guess.
Yeah. So on first down, we got to see Conley with the decent run there. They'll pick up a couple of yards, and see Shepard still is out on the field, stepping in at the backup QB position. We'll be excited to see how they use Sibley and Nobles going forward in this half. PJ, we got to see a lot of Sibley in that first half. See if he can keep it up, and they're going to give it right here to him on cue as he makes one person miss, and he'll be brought down by a gang of tacklers right there. It's going to bring up third down. So, Coach, like we said, you got a former Conley alum here with your son Corey up there at Oklahoma State. You got a chance to go out there and catch some of those games in Stillwater, kind of a trip going all the way out there,
Yeah, we just came back last week. We played Arkansas Pine Bluff. He got a touchdown, first touchdown, college touchdown.
Oh, you got to see that.
Yeah, and we got to see that, so that was exciting, and we're waiting for next week. He come home to get to play Baylor. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is a big game next week when Oklahoma State gets to come down. Big 12 rematch. We got to see him out there and their last time in that Big 12 game and in that bowl game, and he came up with some big plays in that one. Now you've got your son out here, Kobe, who's actually hurt coming out of this half, and we probably won't see him going into the rest of this game. How have you enjoyed being able to watch him this year? We know he's getting a lot of attention with all these recruits from all over the nation coming to see him. How's this process been for you guys so far?
It's been good. I keep telling him, to keep his head down. Keep his head down, working. Don't let the moment get too big for him. And just enjoy the moment. You're gonna be here once. So
you only get that opportunity once. We take a small break. You see in the action as Conley on a bad punt, ball sails over the head of PJ. Kind of some of the things we saw last week that kind of got this Conley offense is. The ball sails over the head again, special teamer, and goes into the end zone, and Brownwood is able to get on top of it and recover and actually put up a touchdown and extend their lead in this one.
Yeah, that's one of the big things we really just been focusing on is miscues, mistakes, and everything. That'll put your team in a bad position. So, it's 30. It's going to be 31-14. They're still in the game, but every football, man, it's all about momentum.
Yeah.
It's all about momentum. So it's kind of hard to you got to just continue to fight back once you lose that momentum.
Yeah, so Conley, like we said, giving up a play right there, and so we'll get a chance to see this Conley offense come back out onto the field. Coach, before we let you go in this one, talk a little bit about some of the kids that you get a chance to work with and some of the youth programs that we know you're involved with and how those things are going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm involved with the Conley Little Cadets. That's our Pee-wee team. We have age group from 6 to 12. and right now I actually am coaching an 8U. That's
Okay.
pretty good. And a lot of these guys out here on the field now, I coached them. They all played with us and came through. That's why I'm out here. I'm not only out here for COVID.
Yeah. Got a lot more kids out here spread out too. Yeah.
Got a lot of them like Kiefer, Jalen Nobles,
Yeah.
Isaac, K2, and all
Yeah.
of them guys. You know, they all played with us, and they turned out to be pretty good.
Yeah. So you got some dogs that's come out of that Conley program from what we've seen. Definitely some of the guys here on the field.
Oh yeah, we got a lot more coming up. Yeah, we got another batch coming up from 8-year-old all the way up. The JV, and we got kids from the JV, a freshman, and then the 7th and 8th grade are going to be real good.
Yeah. We heard a little bit about the middle school team that this Conley team is putting together. What are some of the, as we see Nobles right there having to pick up the ball on the kickoff, and he takes this one around the edge. He'll be pushed out, looks like just at about the 10-yard line. Coach, what are some of the things over the past few years we've seen this Conley community be able to grow? And a lot of these guys are homegrown talent. Like you said, they've started out in these youth programs, and over the last 5, 6, 7 years, we're seeing just more and more of these guys coming out. What is some of the culture in some of those youth programs that you guys have down there?
Well, what we try to do is we try to let everybody know that we have a youth program out here.
Yeah.
And just because we don't do AAU, it don't mean we don't have a good program. A lot of those guys know that I put my team up against any of them. But, you know, with us, it's really not about that. It's about, we just try to teach the kids, give them the basics. Football, we're not trying to win a national championship. We're not trying to get them recruited at age 7 or 9. You know, we're just trying to make sure that they know the right holes and where to field and stuff. So that's what we do.
And those are the, as you can see, the more important things. Those fundamentals, they'll get you a long way in moving forward. Coach, I want to thank you for taking out small time to come over here and chat with us a little bit. We'll let you get back to watching the game. Coach Keith Black here, folks. Great guy, like you said, a guy that works with the 8U team down there at Conley. He's got a couple of sons that's come through this program. I think a younger son that's going to you have a younger son too, I believe. That's
No.
Oh, okay.
Kobe's it.
Kobe's the last one. Okay. Let's get that corrected now, folks. Kobe, that's the last one.
I got my little nephew. That's the one that runs out here.
Okay, that's what we saw out here. Okay, your little nephew. Okay, so Coach, like we said, excited to see some of these kids that are coming out of these youth programs, and thanks for taking a short time with us to talk with us.
All right. Thank y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach Keith Black, appreciate you. Back to the action in this one. Is got about 9-10 left to go. We saw a big run from Sibley there to get them moved from the back goalpost, moved from backed up against their own end zone. But PJ, some of those mistakes, like we talked about in the first half, they're coming in rearing its ugly head again in this second half. And we know that this is the time that you want to have those mistakes, because this is pre-district, so none of these games really count in the grand scheme of things as far as playoff seeding and any of those things. It's about winning your district. But you definitely want to get those turnovers out of your system. As we see a drop back here from Shepard, let's go, and that one's going to go over the hands of Sibley. PJ, what are some of those things you want to see from Conley, not only in this half moving forward, but in the second half of this football season? Because we've seen a little bit we've seen both sides of this Conley team so far. We've got to see the good and the bad. So what are some of those things that they need to get in moving forward?
It's the miscues. It's the continuously shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to make mistakes, but there's a difference in making mistakes that literally turns the entire ball game around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want to make those mistakes. Those are the mistakes that, it's hard trying to fight out of that. Like, it's just very hard, and definitely whenever you're missing two key guys, you know, that are like key to your team.
Yeah.
You know, two leaders. you don't want to make those certain mistakes. There are certain mistakes, man, playing this game of football that you can avoid.
Yeah.
You know, like we seen our first half, them trying to guess the snap count.
Yeah,
If you
unnecessary.
it's unnecessary. Like, watch the ball. You always supposed to watch the ball. You're never supposed to guess the snap count. That's just something that if you come by it, then okay, it worked. It's not something that you continuously just try. So that comes also back to being disciplined.
Yeah.
You got to be disciplined. Once you get that first call of encroachment, you don't try it again.
Yeah, that should have been the last one.
It should have been the last one, you know, after the first time. So it all comes back to just being disciplined. And I know we can say, you know, these are the mistakes that you would want right now. You would want to make mistakes right now so that by the time the end of the season, like week 8, week 10 come, you're not making those same mistakes. But you don't want to make it a consistent, because I mean this is a consistent thing for them. You know what I mean? So it's how are we supposed to know if week 8, week 10 you're not going to be making these mistakes? This can probably plague your team for the entire season.
Yeah. If you don't get those things out and able to weed those things out, then those penalties, like you said, just as you get later and later in the season, they start to hurt more and more and more. The games, the stakes get bigger. We're still in the pre-district right now, but we're only a couple weeks away from first game of district. So, like, you don't want those mistakes in district. But we also know that this Conley team is definitely playing short-handed in this one. Like we said, they're missing their star QB, McDonald, Kobe Black, who we just finished interviewing his father. Is going to be out for the rest of this one, and so we won't see him for the rest of this half. We see Hall able to get around the edge, and Hall looks like showing a little bit of speed there. I like this kid Hall from Brownwood so far in this game, what we've been able to see from them. And this Brownwood team is hungry too, PJ. We know this is a team. They know that Conley's coming out shorthanded, and they know that, and they want to be able to come out here and make a statement playing a good team like Conley. Try to move them up in the ranks. They just were able to sneak into the top 10 for a Division I last week. So they're playing. We know that's a team that's playing for a lot as well.
Yeah, this is a Brownwood team that they're. I mean, they already earned the state's respect after last week beating Glen Rose.
A good Glen Rose team.
A good number 8.
They were number 8. Yeah, they knocked them out and took their spot. Honestly.
Yeah. So this Brownwood team is very talented. I really like their quarterback. He not only has an arm and also accurate, but the guy is athletic. He can sneak one.
Yeah, we just
right
saw
up
him.
The sideline.
Yeah, we just saw him right up the sideline.
He's very talented, and they have the wide receivers to go with it.
Yeah,
also with a strong O line and a very good running back also. So this team is they're pretty good, man. They're complete. Definitely, I would say on the offensive side.
Yeah. Second down and 13 now after that last loss of down. And here goes Hall once again making another big play. Couple jump cuts, and he's moving up the sideline, still going, and he'll be brought down right at the 20. So there he goes right on cue. We were just talking about that. Ike Hall able to get right up the sideline and able to get his team in scoring position once again. We've seen that a few times from him tonight, and he's able to do some more of that once again. They're going to come out, hurry up, first and 18, or first and 10, ball on the 19 after that last long run.
It's time for this Conley defense to step up, man. They have to step up right now.
Yeah, you're starting to see some of those holes on the defensive end that we were talking about, PJ, just from some of those guys that are missing, like a Kobe Black. We see McDonald, the guy that's got 3 sacks on the year and has played DB as well for this Conley team. Jamari Wiggins, the Sam Houston commit, is not playing in this game as well. And those are some of the things you're starting to see kind of show up for this Conley defense and for this Conley team, really kind of just shorthanded so far in this game.
And it's crazy because I honestly didn't even realize Jamari Wiggins wasn't in the game.
Yeah. Jamari Wiggins, we talked to some guys at halftime, and he's not playing in this one as they're able to get into the end zone off of another strong run by Colin Anderson as Brownwood starts to extend this lead just a little bit with 6:13 left to go. In this one, you see a handoff and another strong run right here by the running back.
Right here, you see the size is starting to come into play.
Yeah, finishing those runs, and you're starting to see, like we said, some of those guys in the secondary not coming up and making some of those big hits like Jamari Wiggins, a guy that always comes and tries to lay wood when he's coming in from the secondary. So you just start to see some of those things missing here for this Conley team, as Brownwood is able to take a 38-14 lead now. And we're going to see a chance to see this Conley offense again. Got a chance to talk to, like said just a few minutes ago, Coach Keith Brown, and he was telling us about the youth programs that they have here at Conley, and he said a lot of these guys came from that came from their Conley youth program, and I always like to see stuff like that because now with NIL and so much of these other things, transfer portal stuff in college, and now you even start to see in high school, it seems like there's a transfer portal almost with some of these players moving around so much. It's good to see these guys that are homegrown talent staying here playing for their high school, because there's a lot of options here in just the Waco area of schools that you can go and play at. Staying here at the Conley area and getting to play for your high school, I like when you get to see kids do stuff like that. So shout out to their youth program. That's what it's all about, man. It is crazy because I even remember scrimmaging when I played for the East Waco Lions. Yeah. Back, we're talking about, about a good 15 years, 14 years ago. 14 years ago now, that's crazy. That feels like yesterday. But, yeah, man, I remember scrimmaging against those guys, man. We were kids. And Conley, man, they've always been deep within their community. I can really say that. So I love to see that, man, because that's what it's all about, man, playing with the guys that you grew up with and – makes it more fun that way. Yeah, because you create connections with these guys. I mean, y'all grow up with each other. Y'all play with each other. You make connections with these guys. Even after you graduate high school, you guys will still be connected. So, yeah, shout out to their youth program, man. They're doing big things. Good to see Conley's offense come out once again. They're trailing so far in this one, down by 24. 1st and 10. Shepard comes back out onto the field, trying to lead this offense down the field. 6:13 left to go in the third. And Sibley on first down is going to get a good run. And Sibley is still on his feet, moving down the field. And Sibley going up the sideline. Sibley's going to get all the way in this one. Don't see any flags on the field right now. And that will be a touchdown for Kiefer Sibley as he puts his team right back on the board, striking quick with the touchdown. Another explosive run right there from Kiefer Sibley. And that's a play right there that can change the momentum of the game. Yeah. That's a player that I believe that they should have been going to the entire night, because this was bound to happen from the plays that were 6 yards. They started probably at 4 or 3 yards and changed to 6, 8, and then 10, and then 15 yards. And now you see he breaks off on a long run. So when you got a player like Kiefer Sibley, man, that he been beating up on their defense, just keep feeding him. Yeah, we knew that. Break off on one. We knew that arm tackling would come back and bite him. We've seen a lot of arm tackling from the Brownwood side. They haven't really wanted much to do with Sibley this whole night. And Sibley is able to break that one off for a big run right there. Cuts this lead down to just 17, 3-possession game. Still plenty of time left in this one. They've got to come out on the defensive end and try to get some of those stops. And this is the time that the defense is going to have to step up. They're going to have to bite down, on your mouthpiece, man. And, I know it may hurt, but you're going to have to try to out-physical them. It's gonna take some big plays in this one, and it's gonna have to start, like you said, PJ, on the defensive end, because the offense honestly hasn't had a lot of trouble scoring. I mean, they've got 21 points in this one, so they've had their struggles. But you give up a touchdown in your own end zone off of a punt, and that kind of changes things a little bit. But trailing by just three scores now, 6 minutes left to go in the third. Still plenty of time left in this one. I personally feel like the same way that we've been seeing this Brownwood offense go up and down the field, this Conley offense is capable of the same thing. Yeah. So short-handed and still capable of being able to go down the field. As we saw right there, another long run from Kiefer Sibley. 6 minutes. Here comes Conley getting ready to kick this one back off and put their defense back on the field. This one is going to be received at about the 20-yard line. And he'll be brought down, looks like at the 35-yard line. Chance to see this Conley defense once again. Well, here goes another chance to see this Conley defense. He said missing some guys, but they still got some playmakers out there on the field. Gonna have to step up, make some big time plays here, try to come up with a stop. First down and 10. Ball's gonna be on the 35-yard line.
That's a great way to start.
And that's a good way to start. You see on that first down run, runs right into the middle, right into some of those big boys, Caden Turner and Isaac Perez down there.
If I'm the Conley defense, I would want to put this offense into situations where it's 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have to come up with that big play.
Yeah, make them have to come with the big play.
Second down and 10, ball on the 35-yard line still. And this one is going to be a pass out of bounds. And, PJ, there you go. You get the 3rd and long situation that you're looking for. Now you let those pass rushers get active. Keep everything in front of you and don't let them pick up the first down.
Oh, yeah, we're okay with, if you're gonna go ahead and throw the little, the shallow routes or whatever, we're okay with it. We'll take that. But we can't take the first down.
No.
3rd and 10, I'm expecting to see some of these guys probably drop back, some of the safeties.
3rd down and 10, they're going to come out 3 wide receiver set. They're going to move a tight end in the backfield, go with Hall and Anderson. And this one's going to be a power run to the right, and he'll be still on his feet, and bad tackling keeps him up past the first down, and he's able to pick up a gain of about 20 on that one, and that was a big play right there, PJ.
Those are the plays that you got to have that. You got to have that. When there's 3 guys that are able to take him down, he has to go down.
You saw that they were able to meet him there early. You see Richardson right there, tries to wrap him up, couldn't get a hold of him.
More than 3.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 guys got a hand on him and just wasn't able, like you said, to bring him down on that one. So that's a big 3rd down run. And on first down, they're going to go right back to the running game and pick up about 7 yards on that one. So now, once again, there goes that momentum that you were talking about. Momentum kind of swings a little bit. They pick up that 3rd down, that 3rd and long. They run the ball on 3rd and 10, able to get it after some broken tackles. And now you see them starting to move forward a little bit now, 2nd and 3.
Yeah.
2nd down and 3 wide receiver set. Hall and Anderson in the backfield. And this one is going to be a handoff up the middle that will pick up a couple of yards. Looks like still short of the first down to gain. So they're going to get another 3rd down chance right here. Third down and 3 is what they'll say. 3rd and 3, ball on the 39-yard line. Big 3rd down right here for the Cadets. Third down and 3 wide receiver set. Anderson in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. He tries to get to the outside, cuts back inside, and he will have enough for the first down right there after cutting back inside. Picked up another first down, and looks like we have a man down injury for Conley, but looks like they're able to get back up. I think that was Shepard.
So it's just like I was saying, man, you want to get them in the 3rd and long situations because right now, to be honest, you're going to lose a good portion of the time whenever it's 3rd and short. You're short-handed. You're going to lose that battle. So you want to put them in that 3rd. So the first 2 downs are critical.
Yeah, very critical. And you're starting to see some of the guys play up a little bit more. They're trying not to give up some of those. And a good play right there made by the Conley defense. able to tackle him right there on the line of scrimmage, giving them no gain. And that was Joseph Weaver able to get him down. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. 2nd and 9, ball on the 31-yard line. They're in Conley territory. And tries to get the fake around and able to push him out of bounds. Good job by the defense. No one should have been faked out by that one because it looked like he faked to the wrong side. Good job by the Conley defense getting him out right there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, another one of these 3rd downs. This is the third down they've had on this drive. Conley's had the opportunities to get off, but another 3rd and 3, another 3rd and short right here. Ball on the 25-yard line. Going to stay in that pistol formation. Third down and 3. Hall's going to try to get to the outside, and Hall looks like he's going to get just at the line to gain, and looks like he will pick up enough for the 1st down. So good job right there by the Cadet defense. But, PJ, like you said, when it's 3rd and 3, it's so hard to keep those guys off with just 3 yards to gain. They got some big guys up front. Hard to get them off the field. It's going to give them a 1st down now. 1st and 10, ball on the 22-yard line. Got about 2:20 left to go in this 3rd quarter.
See, and now the situation that they're in, you gotta realize now that most likely they're gonna come off this field with some type of points.
Yeah.
You just don't want it to be 7.
Yeah.
So, make them have to kick a field goal.
And to get to the outside on this one, it looks like he's gonna have enough to get all the way into the end zone. Touchdown for Brownwood as they get back on the board once again and extend this lead here at Mac People Stadium. And it looks like we see some.
I believe it's on sportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, we see a flag on the play. Not sure if this one is going to come back or not. You said, PJ, I think they might get him for unsportsmanlike. See what the referees decide. Looks like they're calling against the offense. So it's going to be so it looks like they called him for an unsportsmanlike, PJ, like you said, on the 5-yard line before he was able to get into the end zone. So no score. That's going to back them up, actually, and it's going to be a 1st down once again after the penalty.
It just gives you a second chance.
It gives you a second chance because you just said they need to stop him from getting a touchdown, and they walked in for a 25-yard touchdown. So that's going to back them up a little bit. 1st and 10, ball on the 19-yard line. 2 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. And this one on the handoff is going to be brought down. Looks like he tripped up with his lineman right there. That'll bring him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and long coming up. Second down and 11, ball on the 20-yard line. Looks like they lost a yard on their last play. And another good play here by the Cadet defense on 2nd down. As they're able to get another stop, looks like right at the line of scrimmage. So here goes another one of those 3rd and long scenarios. And let's see, I think this is the 4th 3rd down on this drive. Let's see what the Cadets can do on this 3rd down, see if they can maybe get their defense off the field. Because now you start to worry about your defense wearing down. They've been on the field so much in this game.
You're going to need them if you want to make a comeback in this game.
3rd and 11. Ball on the 20-yard line. This one's going to be another QB keeper right up the middle. And looks like he will get enough to pick up the 1st down. So once again on 3rd down, another 3rd and 10 plus that they were able to pick up on this drive by just running the ball, PJ.
Yeah.
Those are some of the things you don't like to see
Yeah, those are plays. I know it's easier said than done, but those are plays that you just cannot allow.
Yeah.
3rd and long, you need to get off the field and get the ball back into your offense hand, who is actually hot right now.
Yeah.
You just can't allow those plays.
So now after that run, 1st down and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. They got 7 yards to get into the end zone. They hand this one up the middle, and he'll pick up about 2 yards, 2 or 3 yards on that one. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 4. And that is going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter, folks. So we've seen some good football here so far. Conley trailing in this one by 17, heading into the 4th quarter. We will be right back for the start of the 4th. You're watching Centex Sports Network.
Waco High, they have these pictures of when you go to college or whatever, and you take these pictures, your freshman year and send it back to Waco High, and you would walk through this hallway, you see Curtis Jones, and you see Jay Johnson, you see how DeGrade and all these guys walking back down. I mean, everybody, you walking through, you like, man, I'm gonna be up there one day.
My name is Emily Adams. I'm the marketing director for the Texas Asphalt Pavement Association. We are here at our 3rd annual MAPS conference at the Waco Convention Center in beautiful Waco, Texas. I think the event has exceeded all of our expectations. We had an amazing turnout and great sessions and nothing but positive feedback. So this is our first conference in a convention center, and I'm used to working with hotels where there's like one person to talk to for everything. And so at the last minute, we realized we needed audio.
Back to the action here. Start of this 4th quarter. Here on 2nd down and goal to go. They hand the ball off once again, and it looks like he'll be stopped. And he'll need about 3 yards to get into this end zone on this 3rd down. So another 3rd down, the 5th 3rd down of this drive on this one, and the closest they've been so far. 3rd down and 3 yards to get into the end zone for this Brownwood offense, who's been on the field for a while. The Conley offense came out and striked right away. Coming out of this one, giving the ball to Sibley, but this Brownwood team has done a good job of eating up time of possession in the 2nd half. 3rd down and 3. This one's going to be a QB keeper, and it looks like the QB is going to be able to walk in from this side and pick up the touchdown, which they do. Touchdown for Brownwood as Hall is able to get around the edge and punch this one in and extend the lead for this Brownwood's Lions team. You see Hall able to get around the edge once again right there.
Yeah, that's just him beating him to the pylon.
Yeah. That was just an all-out scramble play, like you said, from the jump, direct snap to the QB. Just goes to the outside, and like you said, just beat him to the pylon right there. Brownwood gets on the board once again. And they extend this lead, 45-21 in this one with 11:07 left to go in this 4th quarter. Back to the action here on this kickoff as Conley receives this one, and they're going to get down, looks like just past the 20-yard line at about the 23-yard line. So we have a small break time in the action here. I want to talk about some of these other scores from around the Texas area. So much good football going on this Friday night, folks, and we've got games from all over the state. I'll start with a couple of the games that we have in the Central Texas area. Crawford with a 35-0 win over Rosebud Lot to extend them to 4-0, a really good Crawford team. La Vega Pirates taking on Nike Dallas FC. I'm still looking to get a score in that one. We'll see if we get you guys updated. In the fourth quarter, 27-34, Cameron Yo has a lead over Lorena in one of those big-time games in the 3A division. Marlin, 41-0 up on Bosqueville in the third quarter. Looks like they tried a deep pass that time to the Cadets. Incomplete, but we see a flag on the play. See if they'll call a pass interference on this one. As we're waiting for the referee to give signal on that one right now. Mark taking on Meridian. We'll come back to you guys with the score on that one. Temple taking on a good Bryan team. It's like we've got, and the last one, Waco High right now down 35-0 against Lake Belton. So those are some of the games from around Central Texas area, as the penalty will actually be against the Cadets, what it looks like as the Cadets are backing up this one. PJ, give us some of those scores from some of these other games from around the state of Texas.
Well, we got a huge matchup out in East Texas. We got Longview versus Lancaster.
A game everybody's been looking forward to.
Yeah, and right now it's fourth quarter, and it's Longview up 14, Lancaster down 13. They have 13, so that's a close game, and it's actually the same score that I just said down in Austin for the Battle of the Lakes. Right now, Austin Westlake has 14, Lake Travis has 13. So it's
that's always a crazy game.
Right, yeah, and also Waxahachie and DeSoto, actually. DeSoto is up 35-24.
Soto showing up big in that one against a good Waxahachie team.
And we got an upset. Katy Pato loses against Katy Jordan.
Wow, Katy Jordan, a team Katy Pato, another team that just started, but Katy Jordan, a team that we know just really started a few years ago, and already picking up a big win against a good Katy Pato team.
They beat them 41-13. That's a Katy Pato defense.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the premier defenses in the state.
That Houston area is loaded right now.
Oh, yeah,
we talk about them every week is what it seems like. So many teams from that Houston area. I mean, Katy has about 5 teams themselves. You see Sibley on this handoff going to be brought down by a team of tacklers right there on 2nd down and 2. Seen a lot of, so like we said, seen a lot of big games. Touching on that Longview Lancaster game, how about I believe his name is Hale, from the receiver from
Jalen Hale.
Jalen Hale got that offer from Alabama, committed to Alabama. The receiver from Longview, glad to see that, because I think he's one of those guys that, he's a ball player. I know a lot of other people might not know, but we know the monsters that have come out of East Texas.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he's one of the next ones. If you guys haven't seen him, go and check him out, please, on YouTube. The receiver from Longview, Jalen Hale, he is a guy.
He's unguardable.
I mean, you just got to watch the highlights to see him. We watch his stuff every week, and he's definitely one of those guys. And we talked a little bit Lake Belton team, that another new team in the Central Texas area. They're blowing out a Waco High team right now. They've got a 5-star receiver down there too. Excited to see where he's going to end up committing to, Micah Hudson. So a lot of talent.
There's a ton of talent. And it's coming out the state of Texas right now.
Yes.
We have some guys.
For all of our listeners, as you see, they get the ball back to Sibley on this one. Another good run. So they push him out of bounds, but got listeners from other states like Florida or California. Definitely Texas is putting out some big-time scores right now. Some big-time players right now. As we see Midway also come back and take a lead, or They had the lead actually on this Huddle team. The Huddle team actually fighting back in this one. Midway up 34-31 into that third quarter. It's 3rd down and 12, 3rd down and long. China Spring, a team that we just got to see last week, a team that has not lost in a couple of years, actually down 13-17 against Dallas Parish Episcopal right now. And China Spring, like we said, well, China Spring has been in this scenario before. In this one, Dallas Parish Episcopal, a team that has been playing great all year, started off getting a win against a good Aledo team, able to beat a good Austin LBJ team. Only loss they have so far is against a soccer team that's really good. So that, like we said, the Dallas Parish Episcopal team, a good team. We've seen China Spring in this scenario before so far this season, so don't count those guys out. We'll be excited to see how that score goes.
Oh, yeah, and it's still third quarter, so.
Yeah, we'll be keeping in on that game as well.
And also, Wichita Falls Rider right now is surprising the state. They're up 35-31 against the #1 Stephenville Yellow Jackets. So,
yeah. So, like you're saying, that a huge matchup, upset potentially in the making right there with Stephenville. Another one of those teams who we know haven't lost in a couple of years. We actually got a chance to see that Stephenville team in person last year when they took on this cadet team, and they were able to keep a lot of their guys. I think Corey Eakin actually left and went to Texas Tech, but they were able to keep a lot of their guys. El Campo Navasotto tied up in a great one right now, 38-35. They got the #1 prospect, running back prospect at El Campo. They were Ruben Owens. We want to give a shout out to all of the Brownwood listeners and watchers that are on the stream right now. We've got a lot of people watching from Brownwood. I want to thank all of you guys that have been watching with us in this one. And I know everybody wasn't able to travel and come out to this game. You know, Brownwood is a little bit of ways away. And on 3rd and very long, due to penalties, they're going to move back even further. It's like punt situation, but we see a late flag come out. But like we said, I want to thank everybody that's been watching with us from the Brownwood area. You guys have got a special team. I know a lot of guys counted you guys out early in the year, but you guys have been putting on throughout the season. Much respect to this Brownwood team, and looking forward to see what they can do in 4A Division I moving forward.
Yeah, and I really just want to say, man, Brownwood, they travel.
Yeah.
They travel.
They got a lot of people watching on the stream. We're still looking at a lot of people sitting here in the stands, too, and that side has been rowdy all night long, cheering their team on.
Yeah, shout out to Brownwood, man. This is a very good team. I remember last week when we were still on the stream and we were looking at that score against Glenrose. We were like, oh, man.
Yeah.
The Brownwood team, they're serious. So just seeing them in person, man, this Brownwood team has a lot of potential to go far into the playoffs.
I like the play of the QB.
Yeah, the QB is.
I like the QB play. I like their receiver, Hines, as well.
Yeah.
So they've got some guys out here that can ball. So excited to see how they're going to move forward. 4th down, and after a slew of penalties, it's going to be 4th and very long as they get ready to punt this one off. Going to get a timeout call by Coach Garrett on the sidelines. We got 8:01 left to go in this one. So a lot of good games going on around the state of Texas right now, folks. Make sure you guys are getting on these different apps, getting on Twitter, looking at some of the games from around the state of Texas, because we've got some good ones going on. You see that some of that Brownwood side still here in this 4th quarter, even with the big lead. The team showing a lot of spirit, the fans showing a lot of spirit for this Brownwood team. Coming out of this timeout, the Cadets getting ready to punt this one off. You see Terry, the punter, go back. More good games going on in the Central Texas area. If you're a fan of this punt is kicked off, and it's going to be a pretty decent punt that's going to get them around the 46, 47-yard line. Fans of small ball football, Ghosts and Wildcats taking on the Bynum Bulldogs in what is a close game. 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter in that one. Bynum up 39-38 in that one. So we've got good games at just about every level of football here in the Texas area with 3 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Lorena trailing by 6 to Cameron Yo. Cameron Yo up 40-34. Two really good teams that we've got to see here on this network. Cameron Yo, we got to see a couple of days ago, and in this preseason, we got to see that Lorena team as well. Another team that won state as on that first down run. It's going to pick up a few yards there from Brownwood. Just so much talent in the state of Texas, but so much talent in the Central Texas area right now, PJ. We got to see and a few of these teams in the Central Texas area that have been making noise throughout the year. But we've got some guys that are ranked throughout the state just coming out of this Central Texas, Greater Waco area, however you want to call it. You got Mart that's ranked number 1 in 2A in Division Division 2. Chilton is ranked number 6 in 2A Division 2. You got Crawford, who's ranked number 3, who just got another win tonight. They're staying undefeated. And it looks like a strong run right there by Brownwood.
So you also have the, I believe, Franklin.
That's why Franklin is number 1 in 3A Division 1, and Lorena right behind them at number 3 in 3A Division 1. Conley was ranked, and this one was ranked a couple of weeks ago before picking up a loss to China Spring. And China Spring is ranked number 2, possibly number 1 if Stephenville can't pull out the comeback in that one. So much talent in this Greater Waco area right now, just from all these different schools. Haven't really seen it as much from the bigger schools in this Greater Waco area, but the smaller schools really representing the city well. Whenever you're able to name off 5 or 6 teams that are ranked in the top 6.
Yeah, just out of the Greater Waco area.
That's just the Greater Waco area.
That's crazy.
So a lot of talent in this area right now, and those are some of the things we like to do here at Centex Sports Network is highlight some of that talent that we have in this Greater Waco area. .50 left to go in this one. Second down and 6. Ball is on the 35-yard line as Brownwood moving the ball down the field. And that run was blown up and pushed into the backfield right there. Good job by the Cadets. That time able to stuff that run. Is going to bring up a third down. Third down and 6, I believe it will be. Ball will be on the 32, or third down and 3. The ball will be on the 32-yard line. Looks like they gave him forward progress on that one. It's third down right here, 3rd and 3. Ball on the 32 is going to be a drop back, and Hall going to look deep on this one, and that one incomplete. But we see 2 penalty flags come out, and it looks like this one could go against the Conley defense, so that could be moving the ball forward. Wait to see what the referee calls. But it was thrown in the area of pass interference. Looks like the referee is discussing. See the replay right here. And, looks like a little incidental contact right there. Not sure if that's grounds for pass interference or not. It looks like they will call pass interference on the defense, so that will move the Brownwood team up and get them closer to scoring position with 4:53 left to go in this game. Well, we have a few minutes left in this one, folks. We've got some good college football games coming up as well tomorrow. Got some good ones going on for teams here in Texas. Start off with the local team, Baylor, a team that really needs to get a good bounce-back win They're going up to Iowa State to take on a 3-0 Iowa State team. We know how the games can go at Iowa State anyway.
Yeah.
Seems that's just a tough place to play in general. So they're going up there taking on an Iowa State team. Baylor still ranked number 17 in this one. They came out with a win against Texas State last week, but we know a couple weeks before that came up short against BYU. What are some of the things we got to see from this Baylor team against Iowa State and going in the Big 12 play? So going into the weekend, PJ, what are some of the things Baylor's going to have to do to come out with a win against a tough Iowa State team at Iowa State?
This Baylor team, they have to find their identity.
Yes.
They don't have an identity right now.
Not at all.
And some of the like, you know, the O-line and the D-line going into the season,
supposed to be the strong
points, but honestly, I haven't seen those strong points nowhere on the team yet. So this week, this is the time you're playing a 3-0 Iowa State team in Iowa State. You need to figure out your identity, man. Me personally, I believe that Kyron Drones, I'm not saying that he should start, but I feel that it's only right that right now that we should have a QB battle between him and Blake Shapen. To me, there hasn't been anything that Blake Shapen has shown me this season so far that he should just be the outright starter.
Nope, Blake Shapen has not been able to move the ball, and he's not a strong runner like Bohannon.
Yeah.
I think Jeff Grimes' offense was kind of built on that strong running the ball and then get that play action going after those strong runs, but we haven't been able to establish the running game. We don't have a clear cut number one running back right now.
Yeah, I mean, you just had Reese.
Yeah,
Reese last week with 152 yards.
But that's against Texas State.
Though. You have to do this against Big 12.
This is the first Big 12
Power
matchup.
5 schools.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, man, really with the running back room, I'm still not really just sold on the running backs yet. It's tough, but I mean, they get their chance to prove themselves tomorrow at 11 a.m. You know, against a good Iowa State team who's 3-0, and man, I just hope that this Baylor team is able to figure out their identity.
As Brownwood is able to get back onto the board as they score one more time here with 2:49 left to go in this one. But like you said, PJ, I think the problem with Baylor is they just don't have an identity. I'm not sold, like you said, on any of the running backs so far as being a clear-cut number one. Last year was kind of a similar situation. They didn't have a number one. They kind of Treston Ebner and some other guys. As the season went on, Abram Smith defined himself as the number one as that season went on. That's what we need from this Baylor team. We need a clear-cut number one on running back. We need, like you said, those strong points from the preseason, offensive line and defensive line. We got these preseason All-Americans on both sides.
These guys have to step up.
You
have to step up.
Have to start dominating.
Yeah.
Because that's what it was projected before the season.
Yeah.
The O-line was projected to dominate. They got guys out there that's my age playing college football still on the O-line. You expect them to dominate.
Yeah. That to me so far, man, the O-line and the D-line. Not saying that they've played horribly. I'm not saying that, but they haven't played like what we all expected them to. We expected domination from both those groups, you know, the D-line and the O-line, and we haven't gotten that. We haven't gotten that. So I'm expecting all these guys, man, they have to step up. You know, it's not even a want. They have to. Because both of those guys, the D-line and the O-line, is what makes this Baylor team. I mean, we seen that last year. The O-line and the D-line is what this Baylor team lived off of last year. And even in 2019, whenever they got to the Big 12 championship game and lost against Oklahoma that year, their strong suits were on the O-line and the D-line. So if those guys are clicking, really the whole team has to follow suit.
Yeah. That's gonna determine, those trenches is what is going to determine how this Baylor team is going to be able to move out. Here comes Conley coming back out to receive this kick. Conley coming back out to receive this kick. So that's the first matchup we've got. That Baylor team, like we said, 11 o'clock game. They've got the early game in that one. We've got Texas taking on Texas Tech, a game that I'm really, really excited to see. Texas Tech, we know, came up short, I believe, last week against, was that no, they beat U of H.
That was North Carolina
and they came
State.
up short against North Carolina State, a good North Carolina State team.
Very
so I'm
good.
excited to see how this Texas Tech team is going to do against this Texas team who's had a lot of, after the Alabama game, they've got a lot of buzz going around that team. But you got to show up for these other games that aren't Alabama.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see how that Tech game is going to go with them and Tech.
And that game, man, it can be an upset.
Oh, yeah.
Texas, I mean, we seen last week against UTSA. I don't feel like that they played the same type of game that they played when they played Alabama. So
yeah.
But looking forward to that game for sure tomorrow.
First down and 10. Ball just looks like about the 25-yard line. And right here we've got our player of the game, Centex player of the game. Conley was able to come up short in this one, but Kiefer Sibley showed up big time in this game, dominating on the ground as usual. Put up another big performance in this one, able to get 3 touchdowns in this game. You see some of those strong runs right there. My goodness, helmet coming off is still moving. Kiefer Sibley, very physical runner. Excited to see him throughout the rest of the season, especially when we get closer to district, as we are getting closer to district, and some of those games starting to count more. But Kiefer Sibley, for the third week in a row, will be the Centex Sports Player of the Week. And that was Kiefer Sibley right there, the running back.
He's just that dude, man.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that he continues to just stack up on the offense. It's well deserved.
Recruiters that are watching this, you better offer this kid while you can before it's too late, before he's got 50 offers piled up, because I think this dude is serious, like you were saying, PJ. You see another run right there. First down. Decent runners. We're getting closer towards the end of this game in this one. So, folks, Conley's going to come up short in this one. Like we said, a short-handed Conley team once again missing key guys. McDonald didn't play for the second game. Didn't have Wiggins for this game. Black leaves this game with an injury as well. So they've got to try to get healthy moving forward. Got to get some stuff together. But this Conley team, folks, still a lot of potential. Like we said, these games do not count as far as standings as it pertains to playoff matchups and playoff positioning. This is just pre-district. These are just games that your team wants to get better. These are just games for your team to get better. So these games won't count against you, but like we said, excited to see how this Conley team can operate and move forward going out the rest of this season. And close to the end here, folks, want to thank everybody that watched with us tonight and has been watching with us throughout this entire season. You guys have been great. We loved hearing the feedback that you guys have been giving us so far. Make sure you guys are following us on our social medias, Instagram, Centex Sports TV, Twitter, Centex Sports, on YouTube, Centex Sports TV, Facebook, Centex Sports Network. Got a lot of content coming to you guys. We did not have a show this week, but this coming up week we will have our show starting back up, and we'll get a chance to dive into some of these topics, PJ, that we were trying to dive in towards the end of this game, college football, a little bit of NFL as well, too, high school football. So make sure you guys are staying tuned for that Centex Primetime episode that's going to be coming up this week. Got ourselves a final score here tonight, folks. In this one, Conley's going to come up short once again in this one. 52-21 will be the final score in this one. Conley coming up short. They're getting back on the road, folks. Centex Sports will be back on the road next week as we get ready to travel up to Springtown for what should be another good matchup. This Conley team has got a really good schedule, folks. So make sure you guys are ready and getting tuned in for next week. Springtown, always a good game when they're able to play those guys out there. So make sure you guys are gearing up, getting ready for that as well. We've got some more stuff tuned up and ready for you guys on Centex Sports Network. So make sure you guys are staying tuned for that one as well. Like we said, Centex Player of the Week this week, Kiefer Sibley wins that one once again. 3-touchdown game for him again in this one. The Cadets come up short here at homecoming. Before we get off, PJ, what are something that this Cadet team can take with them moving in to next week and moving forward and to get these guys going?
Moving into next week, well, you still have Kiefer Sibley. So that's one thing. You still got him in. Honestly, man, I really want them to work on the miscues, mistakes and everything. They got a lot of things that they can build from. This is not a bad team. I know that they've probably lost 2 weeks in a row, but the two teams that they lost against, China Spring and Brownwood, are well-respected teams in the state of Texas.
Yes.
So they haven't lost against any scrubs. This is a very good Conley team. They just have to get out of their own way. And this is something that we spoke on last year. A lot of times they were in their own way. So I know they're shorthanded. They've been shorthanded these last 2 weeks, and honestly, they're probably more shorthanded this game than they were last week.
Yeah.
So that's understandable. But the mistakes and the miscues, you have to work on that. They got to hold each other accountable. And just understand, man, these games right here don't matter. This isn't district play. You can still take a lot of good things out of these games, even though there are losses. And just keep continuously just building, man. And just I really want them to work on tackling.
Yeah.
I want them to work on tackling. I've seen a couple of times where guys, they go in and make contact, don't wrap up fully, don't run their feet. You got to drop your hips, man, and just like they taught us in Pee Wee, man. You got to drop down, get low, and then wrap up, run your feet, man, and get the guy to the ground. So this Conley team, man, they're still good. They're still in a race. They have no reason to hold their heads down.
No reason at all.
They're a very good team, and I'm looking forward to when they're 100%. Because when they're 100%, this Conley team is going to be scary, man. So, they're going to be all right, man. It's growing pains.
Yeah, just growing pains. Some of those things you got to work out. Like you said, they stacked the pre-district schedule for this to be able to learn. You never want to lose. You never want to come out with an L in any situation. But you take from these games and you learn. They've got a couple more of these pre-district games, and then it's time for right after that. It's going to be time for district play, and those are the games that really count. So we know that this Conley team and Coach Garrick is going to get his side together, and they're going to get this team ready to go. And like you said, when this Conley team is healthy, folks, stay tuned because this team is going to be dangerous. We're 3-0 before some of these injuries started to pile up. So once this Conley team gets healthy, they're going to be a dangerous team to deal with in this 4A Division II. So we're getting ready to sign off here, folks, tonight. I want to thank everybody that watched with us. Like we said, make sure you guys subscribe to the network, CentexSportsNetwork.com. Make sure you guys are also following us on those social medias as well. Try to get highlights and some different things out to you guys all throughout the week. Make sure you guys are following on there. We're getting ready to sign out tonight. 52-21 win for Brownwood in this one. We will see you guys next week in Springtown. We're signing off tonight from Jalen Gillis and PJ Gaither. We will see you guys next week on Centex Sports Network. Good night.
I was on that front line. Look. I was on that front line. They finna tell us. Look. I was on that front line. How they finna tell us that ain't no time. Search what you can't find. I do it for them days that we couldn't shine. I was on that front line. How they finna tell us it ain't our time?